Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Grace Tame, what a woman. An advocate, an artist, a comedian, an ultra-marathon runner, an author, and, how very casual, the 2021 Australian of the Year. She's about to hit the road with a new tour, Lightening the Load with Grace Tame. But before she does all of that, she's joining us right here, right now. Hello, Grace.
Morning.
Lightening the Load, tell me what it means. What are people going to have and feel and see?
Well, it was a pretty hefty load that was thrust on me in 2021 out of absolutely nowhere. Well, the idea behind the tour is to really look back on the last 3.5 years and what that really bizarre, jarring experience was to be thrust out of obscurity and onto a massive platform to talk about a really fraught subject matter without any kind of run-up and with very little guidebook.
Because you're right, we expected you to be able to speak at the drop of a hat about the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to you in your life and just go, yes, so tell us about that, Grace. And this next interview 10 minutes later, tell us about that. Have you come out of this still as yourself, or have you had to put some sort of hard carapace in place?
Well, it's interesting. I think that we're always evolving as individuals, and that certainly had a huge impact on me, and I think I'm still unpacking that in many ways. You know, it's interesting considering that the human brain doesn't really stop developing until about age 25, and I stepped onto that stage to accept that award 1 month after my 26th birthday, and I was there to accept the award for my advocacy around child sexual abuse and my own lived experience of that. And I had done a lot of work unpacking it and understanding it and obviously speaking publicly about it. But you can only do so much of that with the neural architecture, with the toolkit that you have. And you sort of have to wait until you have a certain amount of time and distance to reflect on some of those things. And so it wasn't until I was under this massive spotlight with all of these eyes looking at me and all this media scrutiny that I was actually able to, that I had the brain, the adult brain, to do a lot of that.
Well, as wisdom, you know, with age comes wisdom. Is there anything that you look back on in the last few years? Do you say, do you think, oh, well, I could have done that better? Because there was a moment there where you were just in the news for everything, you know, from the side-eye to ScoMo to Brittany Higgins. It was just like you were everywhere. Oh,
look, there were certainly mistakes that I made along the way, and there will be many more mistakes that I make. That's inherent in the experience of being a human being, I think. But, yeah, certainly as a 26-year-old kid, definitely there were mistakes that I made. I mean, at times... you know, I think that I was, and probably understandably quite reactive to that political machine because, you know, I was in survival mode. That's how you have to get through something like that. You know, the volume and the speed of the requests and all of the commitments that we were having to contend with was just it was unnatural at times, and it's thankfully quietened down a bit, but you know, it was a steep learning curve.
Oh, I bet.
What's the strangest thing you've seen, like in your life in the media? What's the strangest thing that you've seen, like fans of yours, because you've got a lot of fans?
Well, there is a person out in the wilderness. Well, I don't know if they were in the wilderness actually, but there is a person out there who has my face tattooed on their ass.
They don't have your ass tattooed on their face? You sure you got that round the right way?
I have got that. I've seen photographic evidence of it.
And is it a good likeness?
It's the image of my face giving the side eye to Scott.
Good. And was this person saying, "Look how much of a supporter of yours I am"?
Yeah,
I think so. To put someone's face on your ass is a big deal.
And
it's surreal, isn't it?
And which way is the side eye? Which way is the side eye directed?
Oh,
Grace?
yeah. Is the eye looking at the bum?
Is it looking to the middle or is it looking off to the actual side?
I'd have to burrow into my photos. I was just taken aback by the whole concept.
Did you see it in the flesh, or was it a photograph you saw?
I have not seen it in the flesh. I have not seen my own face on someone's ass cheek in the flesh yet.
Well, Grace,
The year is still young.
I think
Grace.
you've done extraordinary things in your short 26 years. And only
29.
29. Are you
now.
29? When did this happen?
So 26 was Australian of the Year.
Yeah, I know. Was that 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yes, it was. It was 3 years ago.
Hang on, that must make me 50.
You'll have to updo your tat.
I'll have to updo my tat. Grace, it's just so nice to meet you over Zoom. Thank you for joining us. You can get tickets to Lightening the Load with Grace Tame at fane.com.au/Grace Tame. Grace, thank you.
Thanks for having me on. It's great to chat.
No worries.